Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you here. Today in this video, we're going to learn English with a special technique called shadowing. Now, you might be wondering, what is shadowing? Let me explain. Shadowing is when you listen to someone speaking in English and try to repeat what they say exactly how they say it. It helps you improve your pronunciation, intonation, and even your listening skills. It's like being a shadow, following every move. Here's how you can use this video to practice. First, listen to me as I read a story. All the words will appear on the screen so you can follow along. Then, try repeating after me, copying my tone and rhythm. It's okay if you don't get it perfect the first time. Practice makes progress. Before we begin, I want to tell you why I chose this story. It's something I heard recently, and I thought it would be perfect to share with you because it's both interesting and useful. Now, today's story is one of those you won't forget. It's called She Answered the Wrong Number and Saved a Life. Let's begin. My name is Carla, and this is the story of how one wrong phone call changed everything. I'm 33, a nurse in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I live alone in a tiny apartment above a bakery. I work long shifts, often 12 to 14 hours. The days are hard, but nights can feel even harder. Especially last year, after my sister died in a motorcycle accident. She was my best friend, my soul twin. After she was gone, something in me shut down. I went to work. I smiled at patients. But when I got home, I barely spoke a word. My phone was always on silent. One Sunday evening, I was lying on the couch, staring at the ceiling when my phone rang. Unknown number. I was about to ignore it, but something made me answer. Hello, I said. There was silence. Then a voice, young, shaky. I didn't mean to call. I'm sorry. I could hear something in her voice. Pain. Panic. Tears. It's okay, I said gently. Are you all right? She didn't answer at first. Then she whispered, I don't know. I sat up. Where are you? Somewhere in the city, she said. I didn't know who else to call. I typed a random number. She was crying now. My heart dropped. Talk to me, I said. Whatever it is, you don't have to go through it alone. For the next hour, she told me everything. Her name was Larissa. She was 19. She had just left her home after a huge fight with her father. She had no friends, no place to go, and for a moment, she had considered ending her life. I listened. I didn't judge. I just stayed on the line and let her talk. Eventually, I convinced her to let me come meet her. I got her location and drove across the city. When I found her, she was sitting on a bench near a closed metro station, wet from the rain, eyes red. I walked up to her slowly. She looked at me and whispered, You're real. I smiled and opened my arms. She broke down. That night, she slept on my couch. I made her tea. We talked until sunrise. Over the next few weeks, I helped her find a shelter, finish school, and start therapy. And slowly, something started to change in me too. Helping Larissa gave me purpose again. She wasn't the only one being saved. We still talk every week. She calls me her guardian angel. I tell her she saved me too. Now I answer every call, because you never know. The wrong number might be the right person at the right time. That experience taught me something powerful. You don't need superpowers to save someone. Sometimes, all it takes is answering the phone, listening, being there. When you're in pain, the world can feel cold and silent. But one human voice, one moment of kindness, can bring someone back from the edge. And if you're struggling yourself, remember you matter. Someone somewhere needs you to stay. All right, here are some useful natural English phrases from today's story. Everyday phrases.
1.
Unknown number, meaning a phone number you don't recognize. Example, Carla's phone rang. It was an unknown number.
2. Shut down,
Meaning to emotionally close yourself off. Example, after her sister died, Carla shut down.
3.
Go through something, meaning experience something difficult. Example, you don't have to go through it alone, Carla said.
4. Broke down,
Meaning started crying or collapsed emotionally. Example, Larissa broke down in Carla's arms.
5.
You matter, meaning you are important and valuable. Example, the lesson reminds us you matter. Vocabulary.
1. Silent,
Meaning no sound, quiet mode on a phone. Example, Carla's phone was always on silent.
2. Judged,
Meaning criticized or looked down upon. Example, Carla didn't judge Larissa, she just listened.
3.
Metro station, meaning a train/subway stop. Example, Larissa was found near a metro station.
4.
Shelter, meaning a safe place for people without homes. Example, Carla helped her find a shelter.
5.
Therapy, meaning mental health treatment through talking. Example, Larissa started therapy to heal. Great job! These words will help you sound more natural and fluent. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, sometimes the smallest action can change everything. Carla thought she was answering a wrong number, but that call saved 2 lives. So stay open. Listen. And when you feel like you don't matter, think of Larissa, because someone somewhere might be dialing your number, hoping for a reason to keep going. If this story touched your heart, please share it with someone who needs to feel seen, heard, and loved. This is Learn English Naturally. And until next time, keep speaking, keep believing, and never stop learning.